Foot sweep. Firstly, I have a collar and then a sleeve on Stefan. I'm going to go and lean into his foot, so I'm going to attack this leg right here, his left. I want to walk close enough to Stefan so that way I can place my foot over top of it. Then I want to push Stefan away so that way his foot becomes light, and then I'm going to make it go away, and then I'm going to place Stefan directly where his foot ought to be. So Stefan, if we can do that again, if you could just stand. Here's some common mistakes with the foot sweep. People look to try and move the foot immediately. Know how Stefan's weight is on the leg and I cannot move his leg. What I need to do is I need to unweight it first in some way. So do you see how I want to make his foot light just by pushing Stefan away? And then you see how I'm able to move it. Now I'm able to go and pull him straight down over top. This is how you do a foot sweep. If we can do that again, please, Stefan. So instead of just trying to go and move his foot, if I just try and move his foot, I can't move it. So the very first thing I want to do is I just want to step on his foot. And then I want to go and unweight it at the best I can. And then you see how I put Stefan right where his foot used to be. So I am essentially turning Stefan's leg into a lever. If his leg is supporting his weight, this stick is a frame for Stefan. As soon as his leg is off the ground, now it's a lever for my advantage. And that's how you want to do a foot sweep. We can also do a foot sweep from the back. And this is one of the easiest ways to go and learn how to do a foot sweep. How you get the back for our cases right now is immaterial. Maybe I can just do a duck under and I'm able to go and spin Stefan all the way around. Once I have the rear body lock, I'm going to go and look at the foot that I want to sweep. I want to look at it, and just by me looking at it, it forces my weight onto Stefan's foot. I will then step on his foot. Now what I want to try and do is I want to unweight it by pushing away a little bit so that way weight comes off his foot, and then do you see how I'm able to go and sweep his foot out and then drop Stefan straight down. Once again, turning his leg, which is normally a frame, because it supports his weight, into a lever because it's unweighted, and then I can use his leg against him. We're looking to go and turn Stefan's entire skeleton against him. We are essentially trying to manufacture a lever that is 6'3". That's what we're trying to do. Now, in order to go and do that, I need to have Stefan leaning back. In order to get Stefan leaning back, maybe I have the collar, and then I'm pulling back. So do you see how it looks like we're doing this kind of silly tug of war? And once I see this and once I feel this, now what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to come in and then I'm going to control his ankle and then I'm able to go and pop up Stefan down. I want an easy push off of the collar hand as well as an easy pull off of the hand against his heel, and thus I create a lever for my advantage that's the same height as Stefan. Once again, I want to go and create a scenario where he's pulling back on me. So we have this really silly tug of war happening. Once I feel this, now I'm going to come in and I'm going to grab his ankle, and then his ankle comes off the floor, and then I'm able to go and turn his whole body into a lever for my advantage. Kneeling tie Otoshi. Working with a collar and then a sleeve grip, Stefan could go and grab onto my shoulder, whatever he likes to do. From here, what I want to do is that I want to kneel down, and you see how my leg is tripping Stefan. But here's some common mistakes. If I pull straight down, Stefan is able to pull straight up. And note how I cannot do this. He's just way too strong. He's using his spine as a frame. So I need to go and turn his spine into a lever. I'm able to go and do that by pulling out and across. So it's not me pulling down, it's pulling out. And I pull out, I pull out, I pull out, I pull out, and that eventually allows me to go and throw Stefan. So that again, with the kneeling tie Otoshi, I'm able to grab that collar, I can bug his feet, so that way he goes back. From here, do you see how I don't want to pull straight down? Stefan is just way too strong. I want to go out, and then I'm able to go and trip him over top of my own leg, thus turning his whole body into a lever for my advantage. Snap downs. A lot of people will look at a snap down and look at it as an attack of the neck. And while it is an attack of the neck, we really want to look for as long of a lever as possible. We want to go and attack the crown of the head to affect the neck. If I'm just pulling on Stefan's neck, he is just too strong and there's no way I can go and change this configuration. I want to see his whole spine as a lever. So right away, what I want to try and do is I don't necessarily want to attack the neck, but I want to attack the crown of his head to peel him down. In addition to that, attacking the snap down and attacking the foot sweep go hand in hand. It is just like attacking the jab and as well attacking the hook at the exact same time. The hook opens up the jab opens up the hook. So as I go for the snap down, I need to go and bug his feet, which puts him out of position so that way I can do the snap down. If I'm lucky enough, I can put him onto his elbows and then hopefully look to employ a choke once his hands are on the ground. But this is only possible if I'm looking for a long lever to attack. So note how I may initially attack the neck, I may bug his feet, but note how I'm attacking the top of his neck by going for the crown of his head. This is how we attack the neck, so that way I can eventually win a top position and then maybe go for a choke of my very own. Single leg takedowns. How I win that single leg, maybe I have the collar, I'm able to win his leg just by dropping down. We want as long of a lever as possible so that way I can put Stefan down. If I'm way too close here, there's just no mechanical advantage for me. We're looking for as long of a stick as possible. So do you see how I'm using my head into Stefan's sternum to keep him away? And in order to go and bring Stefan down, we can go and use what's called running the pipe. It is done with my shoulder over top of his leg. I'm going to circle back, and it is my shoulder pressing into this aspect of his lever so that way we bring him down. In addition, we can also do a single leg takedown by lifting up his heel to my heart. Note how just by doing that, we have a long lever to attack Stefan with. We are then bringing that heel up. I can then do an easy trip and then look to pass Stefan's guard once we brought him down. The double leg takedown, maybe I'll push Stefan a little bit and then it'll allow me to go and duck underneath his shoulder. As we do a double leg, with this position, do you see how Stefan's far leg can drive into me? I'm driving into him, but he can also drive into me. So what I want to do is that I want to make sure that Stefan cannot use this leg as a frame. I want to link my hands together directly underneath his hips. And then from here, do you see how there's a nice straight line that's perpendicular to the floor? Now his frame cannot drive directly and in opposition of my takedown attempt. I'm going to push through my head and then I'm going to slowly bring Stefan all the way to the ground. Double leg takedown, meaning I'm controlling both of his legs. Easy push, and then it'll allow me to go and win a duck under position, clasping my hands together, bringing his knees together, and then driving with my head as I bring Stefan down.